What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we actually have something new on the TapTap servers. Now, usually they come out on Tuesday and Wednesday, but this time it actually came out with the update. I'm gonna poke around and see if I can see anything else that looks newish overall, but it does look like Sealand has been expanded to Sealand 35, so it's time to put all your power back into one hero, one faction team, and trying to get as far as you can in that faction, because seems like it's going to be a very difficult one. There is a small video going around somebody recorded on TapTap that has, I think, like Sealand 32 or something like that active, and it's also interesting that, at least from first glance when I looked at it, the enemies look interesting, and I won't spoil it too much. Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the expansion, and we'll see if there's anything else live on the TapTap servers as well. So first off, let's jump in game on the TapTap servers. Again, none of this that you see will be on Android or iOS. When you go into Sealand, you'll notice it now says of 35. Now, we can't actually go into them because there's absolutely no way we have the power to do that on this account. It looks like everything in the store here is the same, but it does seem like Sealand 35 is available. And as you guys know, in the Sealands that you see, you're typically going up against, you know, the opposite faction. When we're talking about like the faction restraint system, actually I'll just jump into the battle so I can show it to you guys real quick. What I'm talking about is you are always going up against the opposite here. So technically light and dark is a little different because you do more damage against the dark enemies and have higher precision, but then they're also doing more damage to you versus the regular 4 factions. A lot of times they're a little more difficult because of the way it works. Then, of course, Transcendence Heroes, it just doesn't matter at that point. What we currently have in the game is the light faction fighting the dark faction, of course, the way it's supposed to go. However, when we make it to Sealand 31 and higher, you know, the monsters change from 21 to 25, and then from 26 to 30, they change again. Well, now we have 31 to 35 changing yet again. And we're going to pull up a video real quick so you guys can see it. The light faction is actually fighting the light heroes. So we'll hit play right here. We'll get going, and I want to kind of show it to you. So rewind it just a little bit here. We have, of course, our Vulcan team here, you know, the typical setup because they're tenants and well, actually, yeah, they're very powerful tenants. Giant killer here. What you'll notice immediately when you go into the battle here is that you're fighting light faction heroes. So it's light versus light instead of light versus dark, which means you kind of have to relearn what that enemy team's gonna do, and good lord, they almost just look like Asmodel the Dauntless in the front row. What you'll see here too is the team getting absolutely decimated. Do you see this? Like, the team is just getting absolutely wrecked, not getting any attack off whatsoever. So little sketchy, if I do say so myself, about what you're gonna have to go up against in these battles. My biggest guess is Treasure Train. This is where Treasure Train's finally going to make a difference, because it does look like speed might be an issue as well, and yeah, there's gonna probably be a lot of issues along the way in trying to figure that out. So that's number one that I have seen changed on the TapTap servers is this. Now, I can't really tell a lot of these game modes because, of course, we don't have Void Campaign unlocked. We can see if any other game modes here have been expanded on. It looks like Dominator is still the highest for this game mode. We don't really know about Realms Gate either. Really nothing else to talk about here. I mean, we can just poke around and look real quick, but most things look very, very similar stock to what we're used to seeing here. No real major changes or anything like that that you would see out of place, except for one other location. I guess technically Aspen Dungeon could be expanded, and we don't know that either. I feel like we would have seen a video if those other game modes had further difficulties as well. But there is one place that has changed. Not the regular market. The market here looks pretty much the same. Same old, same old. The one that has changed is the Soulstone store. So at least as far as I know, I'll check also on our regular server here to see if that's something that's unlocked. But you'll notice these have timers on them, and it looks like they are monthly. If I do the math on that, 673 divided by 24 is, yeah, it's like 28 days. So it's probably like 30-ish days, somewhere in that ballpark. There are new special offers that you can grab 10. Now remember, these are 10 shards a piece. They're not full-blown copies that you're getting for this discounted rate, but it is like another way to get additional resources, I guess. Yeah, just confirmed on a main server we don't have this either. You still have all the old ones, so the old ones have not changed, but now it costs you what? It's 320. You need to buy them 5 times to get 50 shards. 1600 per hero. That's pretty much the same as if you had to buy a puppet, honestly. And yeah, just some more options. I mean, the light and dark one are a higher price, just like the puppet price is a little bit higher, 2400. It's interesting. So that's number 2. So we have Sealand change or addition, expansion, whatever you want to call it. We have this new Soulstone shop that has additional copies in it, which again, interesting. Nothing really game breaking though. And then the last thing that I noticed there is if we come over to our packages, these are the same. Monthly packages have a few different chests in it now. And if we want to compare this to what we have on, let me get this going here. So you can kind of see the difference here. So we jump over to here. This is what our live looks like here. We have the 10, 30, 50, all that stuff. If we go back over to here, there's some expansions. So you're having these orange exclusive artifacts added to this list over here. I think these are the same. You're getting double the chests. So you're getting 6 chests instead of 3 chests. On top of that, the gear up here that you're seeing is now actually, wow, that's a big change. You're getting the additional 500 soul resonance, and you're basically getting a 6-star selection suit of armor in this. Instead of just getting the 6-star orange, you're getting the class specific. So you can pick which, wait, this is mage and then it has assassin in it. Huh? What? That has ranger in it. Okay, make sure, I think you need to look and see what's inside the chest. That could be a very big issue, but again, these aren't going to hit our servers for a little bit, so there's no big worry. But honestly, getting that soul resonance is pretty nice, and on top of that, this chest up the top, you're getting more of them as well. You're getting 8 instead of 5. Now, there is one brand new chest, the monthly deluxe resource chest. This one legitimately is, yeah. So they basically did away with the void resource chest and the egg chest, and instead they give you 6 of these. So normally you could get 500,000 of any one of these 2 resources. Now you can get more. And you get 6 of these chests, which also includes essence sublimation, and it's not negligible because that's what 18 times 6 is 108,000. That's pretty good. That's half of a branch, but it is monthly and it is $100. That right there that you see, that's 100. But you can really start pumping essence sublimation. It kind of goes to show that sublimation aren't even that great of a reward to give anymore in a way when you think about it. And then of course star spawn cores, which honestly I think are still the most important thing out of everything here. But that's pretty big. 6 of these chests, you can get 60 star spawn core 5s or 30 star spawn core 6s. I think that is honestly the best part about it. I don't think much has changed. Let me actually compare directly here. The values have gone up here, so they went from 50, 40, 10 to this. You get more coins. You get a extra chest here. This goes up to 2 from 1. Here you're getting, wow, 6 hero copies, absolutely crazy, and dust, which wasn't there before. This one doubled each of these up to 2, and the puppets are double of the 9-star. So interesting. Daily packages. This is where you can finally get more hammers as well. 30 is what? This is 1, I think. This is 2. This is 10, which they doubled this as well, and they added a bunch of extra value to these. So this is 10. This is like a $5 pack, but you can purchase 1 a day. So it's basically you're paying $1 per hammer. That's not exactly the best I've seen. And then let's take a look. I don't know if I doubt Treasure Train was changed. Doesn't look like it. And I don't think the Starry Gem Mall was modified at all either. Everything looks pretty much the same in here. No changes whatsoever there. I'm intrigued to see if they've added or changed anything over here. Doesn't really look like it. Everything else kind of looks the same. So, yeah, they've definitely updated their value packs, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't really see any other changes between TapTap and here. So we got Sealand 35, and we have, if you are a spender, a lot of changes to the packs. This one being pretty interesting. So let me know what you guys think. If we see anything else a change on the TapTap servers, we'll let you guys know right away. I don't imagine we have a new game out just yet, or chapters or anything. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.